Hello and welcome to another one of our training videos at Hope Training Academy.
Happy Superhero Day.
Woohoo!
Woo! So we've got Captain America here, and I would be Captain Mom America. So
Yes.
we wanted to talk about how to be a superhero in times of crisis. Hope Training Academy, Superhero Help by Rick and Cara Barretto.
And really how this started today was, I guess it was Hope's Superhero Day? Like, how did you know it was Superhero Day?
We have a calendar, and with the girls being home, they are really finding it exciting that every single day has a national holiday. A couple days ago, it was penguins, and yesterday was read a story. Well, the first thing this morning, Hope got up and she said, "Mommy, it's National Superhero Day. I'm going to pick out your shirt, and I got to go get Daddy's for him too. And Faith and I, we're both superheroes also. We're all a superhero family."
Well, that's cool. And then, we were at the doctor today, and we started, actually, it's Cara's idea about, she started reading these motivational quotes, which I really love because I'm a huge superhero fan, and I just love the message, so we thought we'd share it with you. So let's go ahead and switch over views here so they can all see this. So there we go. All right, so here we go. How to be a superhero in times of chaos, and this time would definitely qualify. So I'll let Cara go ahead and start with this.
Well, there's many reasons that many of us looked up to superheroes when we were kids. Think about it. Uncommon and unique superhuman powers, and everything you wanted to have, whether you could stop things or have the ultimate strength, or you could see through people's minds, or you could fly, or all those things. A steadfast skill to save the day. Like, what could you do if you had that superhuman power that you could make all the problems go away? What would it be? What would yours have been?
What would mine have been? Probably the ability to teleport instantaneously anywhere in the universe.
Oh, that's a good one.
That would be fun. How about yours?
I don't know. I think I would like the ability to be omniscient or all-knowing. That type of thing.
That's a good question, because I think most men would agree. The one that you just said, that reminded me, if we had the superpower to read women's minds, then that would definitely be a superpower.
Oh, yes.
Don't you think, guys? Because it's often kind of difficult to read women's minds.
Yeah, kind of like that, men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Yes. So, no, that would be good.
Well, there's also the ability to see our own strengths as leaders, coworkers, parents, siblings, friends, community organizers. So if all of us, Rick and I included, we sit there and we think, okay, what strengths do we bring to the table? What are we good at naturally? What are our God-given talents? Those types of things. What can we nurture? And then what are the things that we really want to work on? So those are two different types of things. For instance, as a child, I was never great at one little sport. My mom kind of said, "Hey, could you pick one?" And I said, "No, kind of, because I liked all of them." But I was a good student. I tried hard. I set a goal, and I worked towards it. And I think that that's one of the things that's most important, and that is the strength that every single one, the teachers, the staff, us, the students, need to set that as their superhuman goal. Their superhuman power is to achieve their goal.
Yeah, and that's what we've been trying to do at Hope Training Academy, is realizing everybody does have their own superpower. Whether let's try this. Have my Clark Kent glasses, right? With my superpower, maybe flying, but everybody's got their own superpower. Mine happens to be with regard to this, like technology. I'm really good with technology, and I would say that's one of my superpowers, and I've really utilized that throughout my life. And so anybody that's out there listening, you all have your superpower, and kind of use this as our superpower day of illustrating how important it is, because you can apply your God-given super strengths, and those strengths can be in other things like
and nurture them.
yes.
That's the thing, is that you build upon your strength.
And everybody's strength's different because obviously Cara's strength is not my strength, and definitely her strength is not my strength. Like I don't even have the slightest inkling of her superpower. Like it's not even
No, you
anywhere inside, which is good, so she can develop. And anybody maybe has similar superpowers, and applying them towards your schoolwork and your family work. What about figuring out the superpowers of your kids, right? And bring those out. We've got four kids and two little ones, Hope and Faith, and they're so little. Their superpowers are still right now. I think their superpower is annihilating the house.
They're very good at that one.
Yes.
And, when I sit there and say the superpowers in the time of chaos, every single one of us has chaos in our lives. The children being home, the parents becoming the teachers, all of that is extra chaos. On top of which, if you're going to school right now, you have to put yourself as the teacher, you have to put yourself as the student. And so how do you manage that? How do you handle that? How do you handle that 24-hour a day, especially if you have little ones, but even if you have teenagers? It's managing them as well, and saying, hey, you know what, we're social distancing right now, so you can't go do every single thing that you want to do, so you got to spend more time with the family.
Yeah, and you'll notice that, one of our business partners talks about this is the new normal. Well, it's not the new normal, because the new normal is still coming after all this.
Yep.
So we're pre-learning is everybody is going to be experiencing this new normal, and we're sitting down here in our basement in superhero clothes, talking in a live webcast in a studio. Who would have thought, 6 months ago or whatever, that we would have been sitting here talking about superheroes all around us and
Not me.
how to utilize that as a training or learning tool. So let's go ahead and go on to the next slide here. So there we go. Let me switch that over. Okay, there you go.
All right, so when you decide not to be afraid, you can find friends in super unexpected places. That's a quote by Ms. Marvel. What does that mean? What does that mean, Rick?
That means, as you're going out there and learning new skills or a new job, or we talk about this soon-to-be new normal. Well, guess what? A lot of people think or thought that this pandemic is scary, right? And it is for a lot of people, but I'll say for one person, being myself, and maybe I'm not similar to everybody else, but I've actually looked at this as a huge benefit, because I've kind of lived my life like that since I was young. But the meaning, how do you, if you're afraid of something, right, that usually means, I've heard, that there's a great benefit on the other side of it. So if there's a door, right, for example, let's use this pandemic as a big steel door. A lot of people don't know what's on the other side,
Right.
or if there's going to be anything on the other side.
Well,
So, utilizing, that fear into a superhero power to break through that door, right? Because we know that whatever it takes to break through that door, it's going to be making us more powerful and strong,
Right.
on the other side.
Well, and possibly the super unexpected places that you find friends right now, the owners, that would be us. We care about you. We care about your family. We care about your future, first and foremost. This is not a course that Rick and I ever thought that we would be on, but we've gotten here, and we are so happy and so passionate, and we care so much about each one of you individually.
And we get to talk about superheroes.
And he gets to talk about superheroes. Our teachers, want you to succeed and get your certification. They will do anything. They will bend over backwards for you right now. That is a super friend in an unexpected place. Not all schools do teachers bend over backwards, are accessible at all times. But our teachers are, because they've been there before and they really, really care about you. So that's Rick and myself, our teachers, and you know what? Our staff.
Yeah, and when they say new friends, new places, well, into this pandemic, we're all locked away and doing like Skype meetings or Zoom meetings, or in our case, the new Hope Training Academy conferencing tool we're making. But the cool thing is, I've done a live webinar with 8 new people. So real quick story, in building this studio, actually it's right back over here, a new wireless system for the microphones, and I needed a new one. So I looked at my favorite place to go, because I never like to buy new electronics because I can always fix them up. And I found a wireless mic system. So I met this guy. His name is Sean. He was selling, and we met in the, I don't know, it was like the Home Depot parking lot to exchange. Anyway, we started talking about what I do, what he does. Long story short, when he heard about us creating the studio, he said, well, I am creating a video show for businesses that's saying thrive. It says the title is Thriving in COVID 2020. And he literally had about 6 established speakers and writers and authors from all over the country that were part of this. So through this pandemic and reaching out into a place that I hadn't been before, buying something like this over Facebook, I met a new friend, and actually we've met 6 or 8 new friends over this, and now they all love what we're doing so much, they're now helping us to create Hope Training Academy into businesses. So
super unexpected places.
That's right. That's right.
New friends.
That's right.
It's how you make this chaos palatable.
Okay, and I think this is the last. I believe this is. No, there's 2 more. Okay.
So heroes are made by the path that they choose, not the powers they are graced with. Iron Man said that. So think about this. You are on a new path. If you have chosen to go after your certification, that's a path that you haven't done before. You haven't completed college. You have gotten your at least high school equivalency, your high school degree, those types of things, and you're 18 years old. But now you're choosing a new path. Well, where's this path going to lead you?
Don't know. I mean, think about the movie Iron Man. How did that start out? Where he was like a prisoner in some foreign country, and there was like torture involved, and because he was in this strange situation, he adapted and ended up building his Iron Man suit, which went into a whole new. Right. So kind of, if you look at your same way, wherever you are right now, think of when we don't think of Hope Training Academy being the torture location, but maybe where you are, you feel it's a torture location and you want to get out. So by coming to Hope Training Academy, learning these new skills, think of Tony Stark, how he figured out how to create his Iron Man costume. And so think of that knowledge that you're gaining here. Yeah. And not only that knowledge, but that knowledge that's you're going to apply to your, in our case, we're talking about IT.
Right.
What specialty of IT? Is it cybersecurity? Is it desktop support? Is it coding? Is it Microsoft Office? What is it? And then those are going to be the armor and the instruments that you're going to equip yourself with. So when you go out to fight the bad guys out in the world, right? They're trying to get your job, trying to steal your business, trying to, evil coming at you. You're going to, with your knowledge, you're going to be able to fight across recessions, bad economies, pandemics. You're going to create that superhero skin.
Essentially, you as the hero get to choose your path, and you are in control of your contribution to your family, your friends, your community, and most of all, your success is going to be the amount of effort that you put in to your education with our help, because we are here to help you on your path to success.
Absolutely. Right there.
Yeah.
Isn't she awesome? I tell you, Cara does such a great job when she was younger. She can share a story, but she actually talked about when she was young wanting to be on ESPN, right, as a news anchor. And I tell you what, I've been really impressed, and I'm sure you are too, with her skills, because all I need to do, I don't even need to be here. I can teleport out of here and let her talk.
Oh, thank you,
she
darling.
can carry the show. So as we wrap up kind of the message here, let's go into the last slide, which, there we go. Where's my mouse? I'm losing it. My superpower is...
You lost your super mouse.
There we go.
All right. So...
I'm sorry. So there's two of them.
This goes to this. Super mom. Okay? And so maybe this kind of goes to the ladies. But men, this also applies to you. Because if you have a mother, you're married to a mother, you have whatever it is, you need to think about this. How do we as moms sanely get this done? Because I think there were a few moments today where I was about to lose my sanity with hope and faith. But here's the thing. You need to set aside some uninterrupted family time, which means be intentional, whether it's eat breakfast, drive them to the store, drive them through takeout, read a book, tuck them in, find something. That's with your children, with your partner. Find some moments where you can have 10 minutes of conversation, but just be intentional about it. Forget your to-do list. If I said, okay, and he tells me this all the time, I want to do this, and this, and if I don't get it done, then I start to go, Arr! And he's like, Cara, relax. You can't get everything done, and you just have to be happy with what you do. So set, kind of a priority on what is most important that I get done today. And then what's the other stuff? If I get to it, great. If I don't, the world is not going to come to an end.
Yes. One of the biggest super anti-heroes is the villain called stress. And so, stress comes in many forms. Unknown, a lot of these times that we're in are stress. And people that aren't armed with some of this knowledge, they will just, in my opinion, this is, like I said, this is only speaking for me, not for her or anybody else at Hope Training Academy. When you sit and watch the news all day, I'm not saying you, but anybody, and you're just listening to all the negativity and all the stuff that's going on, and you're kind of seeking or looking for that news, maybe to make you feel better about where you're at if you're feeling in pain. Well, look at all those people, they're in greater pain than I am. I guess that's okay if you have the superhero powers to get yourself out of that and into something else. But what I've been choosing to do is have this chance to, like Cara said, connect with our family, be here at home, not outside, learn, improve, expand. And in my case, and Cara's, how do we create these tools that are going to help more people, which by definition, this is going to be helping more, because we're going to be able to take this from where we are, Indianapolis, all over the country eventually. So it's really just, it's not kind of the event. So, the event being the pandemic, it's the event, right? It's the same for everybody, but it's what you make out of the event and what you put your mind to, what that event means really is what's going to help either increase your stress level, right, that you're saying the world is going to end, it's a zombie apocalypse, they're going to come from all over, vampire hopes and faiths coming all over the place.
Yikes.
Or you could say, on the other hand, and these are just examples, how can I grow, expand, learn, and contribute more during this time?
So during this chaos, own your passion. Still have that be the fire that's kindling inside of you. Keep that passion. It may not happen today or tomorrow, but every single thing that you're doing during this time is preparing you for that path to follow that passion. And in the interim, forgive yourself. Be happy with what you're doing at the time. You know, especially when it comes to school. If you didn't get all your homework done today, well, you know what? Forgive yourself today and attack it tomorrow.
It'll be there tomorrow.
It's still going to be there tomorrow. And first and foremost, especially moms and everyone, be an example for others. Be an example for your family, your friends, your coworkers, your classmates. Do what you're supposed to do. Set aside that time because that's your time. That is your learning time. That is your future path time to your passion, to your success. Set that time aside. Lock the doors. Do whatever it is that you have to do, but be intentional about it. And that is going to help you get through this chaos. Because once we get through this, what if you've gotten your certification? Like I've said before, you're going to be at the front of the line, ready to get that next job. And that is the path to success.
Well, and I guarantee you, and you know, it's just not me. I think we all know the new normal, which is going to be coming up. A lot of things are going to change. Like Cara said, the old rules might not all 100% apply to your current job, your current customer base, right? Your current customers. Maybe they're going to be different customers. So the way to, I guess, arm yourself against the bad guys, right? The villain is, you know, choose a choice to look for how you can thrive, not how you can go down further and further because of this darn pandemic. Because I guarantee you the pandemic is the same for everybody on the planet. And guess what? After the pandemic, everybody in the world is not just going to fail. There's going to be lots of people that succeed. And quite frankly, I believe it's a global reset. Maybe the creator has pressed the reset button and allowing you. So if before you maybe felt, you know, maybe you needed to grow or you needed more opportunities, well, guess what? This could be your opportunity with what's happened here. So using that mindset, it'll really decrease your stress and really keep your radar antenna open for looking for opportunities. Yep. So we good on this one?
We're good.
One more. There we go.
All right. So I have no idea where I'm going to be tomorrow, but I accept the fact that tomorrow will come and I am going to rise to meet it.
Yes. I'm going to get up.
Donna Troy.
Love it.
Yeah. So the coronavirus has taken the world by storm. Tomorrow, are you going to rise to the occasion?
Me,
all of us. How are you going to rise to the occasion? How can we help you rise to meet your tomorrow?
Yes. And that's, you know, offering our knowledge and our skills to you. For all those who want to come to our door to help, you know, create that, develop that inner superhero, we are here with our courses. We have live online learning, and you know, there's so many great things. We're just, you know, wanting to change it up a little bit and just kind of, I think it's great. Cara, you did a great job. And you know, by the way, I can take zero credit for putting this together. This was all Cara, and you know, and okay, let me use this little analogy. My words don't always come out as good as hers do. But here it is, and what time is it? 9:11. Mm-hmm. So guess what? In our house, usually the kids are in bed. We're usually in bed, and both of us we're tired. Long days. As Cara said, kids running around. But I said to Cara, and she also said, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't do that tonight." Or I was saying, "Yeah, let's do it tomorrow." But no, we both said no. There's a reason why we're wearing these shirts. Why Cara did I mean, I love what you put together here and the message.
Thanks, honey.
but I said, we just said, okay, let's go beyond our comfort zone. I mean, how often have we filmed anything in the green screen at 9 o'clock in the evening after a long day? But guess what? Who knows? Maybe it's going to be something that, if it even touches one and helps one person,
Right.
it was worth it, us staying up. And guess what? I have a feeling maybe, now we'll check this out. Maybe there might be a 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning that we can like really test. Woo. Maybe not. Sorry, I know I'm going off. So anyway, we kind of overcame a little bit because we're ready to go to bed now. But I felt we said like, hey, like I said, if we can say something or put something together tonight, and then tomorrow, maybe when we put this up and like upload it to the site, one of you maybe somebody really needed like tomorrow morning, and I'm seeing ahead, like they need to wake up to hear a message like this.
Right.
And if just one of you did, guess what? Then I will stay up till 3 in the morning, right? To if this is helpful. So anyway, great job, Cara.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank you, everybody. And let me do this.
We're here for you.
Let me put this back. And what we always like to say, reach out to us via email. You've got our information on the site. If you like what you see, say, hey, that's great. Give us more. If you don't like it, tell us that. We like to hear your feedback and what it is that we can do to help. So feel free to reach out, use this, share it, put it on social media, and just hopefully everybody can do the best they can in this pandemic to bring out that superhero. And like I said, use Hope Training Academy as a vehicle to help you bring whatever superpower it is that you need. So, all right. Thanks. And we might be going to bed pretty soon. So
Yes.
after the work is done. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.